Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. So, during this lab that I made from the last one lab, MRIB one, MRIB. So, I'm doing my task for 5.1. So, of first. So, when on the push button to start and off the push button stop for the normally close, the output will be on. So when we set this on, the automatic output will be on. So when we put this off, the output will be off. Okay, for the that 5.2, therefore for 5.2, so when the robot's process will begin, it will be like this. Then, when someone crossing the yellow line of the robot will automatically close in the operation and the siren will be on. So, it will be like this. Off, this on, and this one I will just off. Okay, this will be on. The sensor, this will be on. Sorry. Okay, and then when off, the siren of the robot will back to the normal. So when the siren will be so, so, so this one will be stop. So will be on, and this one will be on. Okay. So we'll be back to the normal like as usual. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rizwan Shakir bin Muhammad Hamzani. My matrix number is CE190085. I will explain for question 5.3. So here the diagram that I got for the question 5.3. So now I will run first. I need to run first. And then when after you run here it says run, and then I will set on here first, set on first. So the output for garage door and relay 1 will be on, and then after that I will set off. The relay 1 and the garage door still on because the sensor 1 related to relay 1. It is the latching relay. It's a 2-position electrically actuated switch. It maintains either contract position indefinitely without power applied to the coil. So it's controlled by 2 momentary acting switches or sensors, one that sets the relay and the other resets the relay. So one sets the relay and the other resets the relay. So the latching relay maintains its position after actuating switch has been released, so it performs a basic memory function. So that's a bit explanation for the sensor and the relay connection. So I think that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nasuha and my matric number is AE18014. And today I'll be explaining about question 6.1. Okay, so for 6.1, I will say it. In a factory, one conveyor is used for packaging. At first, the operator will place an empty box. then the start button is pressed. Apple conveyor starts to move. Apple conveyor consists of rows of apples, which are arranged accordingly. Sensor 1 will detect the presence of apples. The apple will fall into the box one by one. After 10 apples have been counted by SE1, Apple conveyor will stop and is ready to be picked up by the operator. Here's a latching relay to design your problem. Okay, so for question 6.1, I am required to design a program that will simulate what's happening here. So, okay, so these are my programs. Okay, so as you can see here, now the start button has been turned on. So we can see that the conveyor belt is turned on, right? So since it is a latching relay, even if we force it off, the conveyor belt will still turn on. Okay, so next we have to count the apples, right? So for here, the device that I use to count the apple is, wait, okay, via the counter will detect the number of apples via input x2, which are a substitute for SE1. So x2, right? So here it is. So we have to force it off. Okay, so you can see here that the counter has increased by 1, right? So we have to do it until 10. So let's go. Okay, so now we have 8 apples, right? So we're going to 9. Okay, so wait. So now we have 10 apples. So as we can see here, the conveyor belt is no longer turned on, right? Okay, so in order for us to reset the whole program, so we will turn this on. So we first it on. Okay, so now we can see that the counter has reset to 0 and the conveyor belt is now turned on itself just by this, pushing this reset button. Okay, so now lastly I'll be presenting about the conclusion of the experiment. Okay, so in conclusion, from this lab, we are able to learn how to use latching relays in our PLC programs. Aside from that, we are now also familiar with the various techniques that are used to program PLC that are available in ISP soft such as counter and timer. Lastly, from all the labs that we have executed before, we are also able to build, run, and troubleshoot our own simple PLC programs that cater to the task given to us. Okay, so that is all from us for our MRIB lab. Thank you.